Hey guys, today I'm going to give you a greenhouse tour and show you why we built all the things that we did into the greenhouse the way that we did, because we were trying to utilize as much space as possible and get as much out of our greenhouse as we can. So if you have a greenhouse or if you're wanting to build one, stay tuned. We're going to give you lots of tips that you may want to use. Alright guys, I am back, and some of you had asked about the greenhouse that was in recent videos, if we built it, how we, designed it and everything like that. So we're going to talk about that today. In a previous video, this was a long time ago, we did build a greenhouse. It was 20 by 20. We showed you how to do it. Back then when we built it, I think it cost about $700. The prices have probably doubled since then, but even still, for a 20 by 20 greenhouse, it's still very inexpensive. So if you are on a budget and you want to build one, make sure you watch that video. It will show you exactly how to do it. We didn't have time. We do still have that greenhouse and it is still functioning. It is a great greenhouse, but we didn't have time. I needed this one to build one. So we had this one built. It's not like a greenhouse company that did it. We went to an actual just metal building company, like the kind that will put up those barns or like a garage carport kind of thing. And they built it very, very sturdy. We have hurricanes here. The hoop house with the light plastic, they get beat up so bad during hurricane season. And the way we built the wood greenhouse withstood all the storms, and it did great. I wanted kind of the same thing but in metal, and that's what they did for us. It cost about 5 times as much as building it ourselves out of wood. But if you don't have the time, as we did in this time, or if you don't have the skill or the know-how or the tools to build yourself, this was a great option for us. This one is 18 by 25 because that's the space that we had to fill it. So that's what we made it, so that we would still have clearance to drive around with the tractors and stuff. So today, I'm not going to show you how to build it. We've already done that in other videos. But I am going to show you how we built it out on the inside to get the most use out of the space that we have. Because we wanted raised beds to grow in, we want it to be able to grow during winter months inside the greenhouse. But I also wanted to have enough space to store my seeds for planting outside, because we do plant outside a lot as well. So I didn't want to clutter everything up so much that I had nowhere to put seed cups. And then I realized, you know what, this thing is really tall. There's so much space up there. Can we hang stuff? Can we grow vertically? Can we use all of this space, in a way that just makes sense? And I think we have achieved that. So I'll show you exactly what we did.
The first thing that we did was clear the land and prepare the spot that we wanted to put the greenhouse. We had the crew come in, and within a day, they had the whole thing built. Of course, they took breaks to play with the puppies and the animals, but they did a great job and built a really sturdy metal building. Now, understand that just because I'm not in the videos doesn't mean I didn't do the work. I had to stop working to take the video shots, so it does look like my husband did everything for me, but I did help him. So he got the ground tilled up, and we raked it a little bit more level than it originally was and put a weed barrier down for the floor. We then went in and built some raised beds, 2 foot wide, all the way around the exterior wall, and then 2 narrow 2 foot wide ones down the middle, giving us a walkway in between each and a large 10 foot wide space down the middle to do work. We then filled the bottom of those raised beds with trash wood and compost, and then topped it with a good quality garden soil mix. Lots of kids came over to help us play in the dirt and spread it around and plant some new seeds and check everything out. I mean, what good is a garden if you don't share it? The next thing I did after the raised beds were built was to put in some really strong L brackets to put some shelving on the walls. I leveled it to the metal beam so that we could use 3 or 4 inches of that for shelving as well for extra strength, and extended the shelving out another 8 inches. I sealed it with a little oil, and then the kids went to work planting seeds to put on them. Those shelves alone can hold over 2,500 seedlings, and I most likely will double it, giving me space for 5,000 seedlings on top of the grow beds that are constantly growing. In the end, I think we ended up with a great greenhouse with a very productive layout.
So originally I was gonna put rocks on the floor, but then I decided against it because I thought it would catch up in my wheelbarrow that I bring in pretty regularly. And if ever this starts to wear out and weeds start to grow through it, I can always just lay another layer. So I think I might just leave it. Maybe. Give me ideas in the comments of what you think I should do with the floor. The beds went all the way around. With a walk space in between. They're 2 feet wide, so I can fit a lot of things. But there's still a lot of space in between, probably about, I don't know, looks like about 10 feet. That I can put pots, as you see I have, or remove them, put tables if I need. Whatever works. And then I put these shelves in so that I could plant all of the seed cups that I want. There's another, I'm probably gonna put another layer here as well. I also put the hanging baskets, and I think I'm gonna put another layer of those as well. So the shelves are convenient for storing things that I need. Not just the pots. But I'm getting a lot of use out of this little space. Like this. Do you approve? Now some of you saw in a previous video my old wood cook stove, and you asked, why do you have that in the greenhouse? So the honest answer is because I wanted one and I didn't have room in the house. But there are some practical reasons to put it in the greenhouse. Obviously it produces heat, a lot of heat, and so if I need to heat the greenhouse in the winter, I can do it for free, because we're always clearing wood and saplings from the property line, and you know, trying to clear new space to put in fruit trees or protective trees or garden areas. So I always have a lot of wood. So I can burn that in the old wood cook stove, and it'll heat the greenhouse in the winter time. It's also just fun to use, good to have. Where we live, there's no natural gas, so unless you have a propane tank, everything is electricity. So if power goes out, it's always a reliable backup to have something to cook. So it's a nice old-timey fashioned wood cook stove with an oven, and I love it. And it was just the logical place to put it. So in the winter time, when it's cold out and I'm in here working in the greenhouse, I can make a pot of tea while I'm, you know, praying or spending my time outside in the garden. It's kind of my little getaway. So that's why I have it, because I want it, because I didn't have room in the house for it, and it does have a practical use. Also, it is convenient that if I'm heating the greenhouse with an old cook stove, when I clean it out to clean the ashes, I can put the potash straight into the beds and get the benefits of the minerals from the wood just quickly and easily. It's just all convenient to have it all in the same space. So it's in here, and I like it. Do it if you want to. You don't have to. All right, I hope that has helped you, given you some ideas, maybe inspired you to go and build or set up your own little greenhouse. I'm sorry, this muscadine is attacking me. It's wanting to just keep growing and growing. I need to plant it outside. I will do pretty soon. Maybe I'll show you when I do that as well. But I hope this has helped you. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. Please continue to make comments, asking questions or asking things that you want to learn about, because it does help us to know what you're interested in, and we will make those videos for you. I love you. Yes, they love you too. They're over there. They're not. Mwah. He finds his way into all of them. So thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed it. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And as always, see you next time.